Hi guys, my name is Adekonbi, aka Aunty Roro, your most impressive storyteller. I love to speak, I love to write, amongst many other things. Welcome to your favorite show, Tuesday Teaser, where I will be continuing our series on the A to Z of the things you might need to deal with as a single lady above 30. Truly, it is what has not started that never ends. Today we're already on letter Z. When I started this series, one of my major worries was coming up with consistent content for each of these letters. Not only did I come up with content, I also enjoyed coming up with those contents. If you are joining my channel for the first time, I want to welcome you and I want to implore you to subscribe to my YouTube channel Aunty Roro, and I would like you to follow me on my Instagram page at aderunkeadex. Motivations for my content varied from my personal experiences of folks in my circle, movies, and just plain traditional imaginations. On today's episode, I want to start with a story as usual. At some point in my far or not so far past, I had this very, very good friend, great guy. Our relationship was platonic. There were no strings attached. There was an incident that happened when this friend came to my house while we were at home due to university lecturers' industrial strike. My dad was supposed to travel on that day. Unfortunately, he couldn't. So, my dad went out and came back early, apparently to travel, but he couldn't anymore, but he came back early. So I was just gisting with my friend in my sitting room when my dad knocked the door. When I heard the knock, it was as if I just suddenly realized the precarious situation I put myself in alone with a guy in my house. Sharply, I jumped into action trying to see how to hide my boyfriend from my father. That day, I succeeded. How I did, I have no idea. However, that incident began to create ideas in my friend's mind. The event, coupled with other minor events, led to my friend thinking that we could be something different. You know when they say we could have been something different? Exactly. So my friend began to think that maybe because of what happened, and maybe, like I said, coupled with other minor incidents, my friend felt that we were a little bit something extra. I never saw my dear friend being more than a friend to me. I was truly taken aback when he started saying, "You are my duduke, you are the only sugar in my tea." I was like, I don't get it. Stop it, man. So guess what happened? I friend zoned my friend. Who else can you friend zone if it is not your friend? So I friend zoned my friend. He was busy building relationship in the year, but I was only considering him as a friend. My dear Tatian, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you are friend zoned somebody or you are being friend zoned? You are busy relating with a guy as if the two of you are inside lovingitis, but the guy is just looking at you as a good friend, or a guy has been doing lovey towards you, but you consider the guy just a good friend. Since you are already over 30 years old, chances are that both of these things have happened to you or is currently happening to you. Friend zoning is actually more normal and common than we can ever imagine. If a guy treats you well, you can become attracted to him, and he might not necessarily feel the same way about you. I don't think that friend zoning is a problem. It's just making a statement that, see, I'm not attracted to you. The manner in which you're attracted to me doesn't mean I don't like you. Doesn't mean that you are not attractive. It's just saying that I don't consider you that way, and that's okay. Honestly, between me and you, I don't have any recommendations for things you can do to avoid being friend zoned. It's probably gonna happen to you at least once in your lifetime. So if you are friend zoned, you will not die. I can assure you. If you are friend zoned, you can never die because of it. So when you are friend zoned, just remember that you also are friend zoned somebody, or you might just be friend zoning someone. So just take it easy on them guys, and take it easy on yourself. Don't look at yourself beating yourself over the head for having friend zoned a guy. And my darling Tatian, if you think that you might be friend zoning somebody that you might actually like, I would implore you to strike up a conversation. Like, it's not going to do you anything. Just sit down. I want to assume that you already have a good relationship with this guy. Just ask him, so what do you think about me? Or, just there are ways you can ask those questions. Perhaps one of these days I'm going to give you a clue on how you can ask such questions. Like, it's not so difficult to do. Particularly, don't forget when there's already an existing relationship. So friend zoning, I wish I had a cup. I would have what's that word now? I would have done, I've forgotten what we call it. I'd have done toast. I would have proposed a toast to the friend zoned. Yes, to those of us who have been friend zoned, and those that we have also friend zoned. You will be all right. Last. I love you, and see you next week for another. This time it's not going to be A to Z. You remember that I told you once that I'm going to do a recap of everything we have learned on this series. So perhaps somebody who was not there when it started and has been too, well, the word might not be lazy, but for some reason cannot go back to the previous videos. Don't worry, I got it covered. I'm gonna do a recap of most of the things we learned on Tuesday teaser. Till then, I want to say I love you. Thank you for staying on with the show and being consistent watchers. I love you, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Aunty Roro, and to follow me on my Instagram page Aderomkiades. Love you. Enjoy the rest of your day.